So hello, today I'm going to do about the class activity. It is just an operating system. So in this activity, the objective of this activity is describe the command structure of Cisco iOS software. So the background or the scenario. So in this activity, imagine that you are employed as an engineer for a car manufacturing company. So the company is currently working on a new car model. So this model will have selected function which can be controlled by a driver given specific voice command. So you must design the set of commands used by this voice activated control system. So here are the some function of the car that can be controlled by the voice command. So it is the light, wipers, radio, telephone set, air conditioning, and ignition. So your task is to devise a simple set of spoken command that will be used to control this system and identify how they are going to executed. So in this activity, I'm going to do some command will be programmed to a car which can control the light, the wipers, the radio, the telephone set, air conditioning, and ignition. So for that, and for before I tell you what command we're going to use, so there is a question that I'm going to answer. It is how can devising a set of voice command assist in operating a vehicle? How could this command be used on a computer or network operating system? Now we're back to the commands. Um, when I'm going to give a command, of course, I will do, or I will say first, I think um, maybe I tell the name of the car, especially hello car, then that is the first command to to start the next command that I will tell. So when I tell hello car, then next what we're going to do the next function is for lights. So for lights, I'm going to tell hello car, then lights on or lights off. Then for the wipers, of course, start hello car, then wipers on, then wipers off. And for the radio, the command is hello car, then turn on radio. Then if I don't like the to turn or to listen to the radio, then I said hello car, turn off the radio. Then of course the telephone set is the same as the command hello car, then telephone set, especially when they have a call. Then of course if it is too hot inside the car, I'm using the air conditioning, so I going to use hello car, then open the air conditioning. If it is too cold, then off the air conditioning. For the ignition or starting of the car, so I will start with the command hello car, then start. Where when I say start, then it's going to start the ignition or the car. So after telling you the command, then going to do to answer the question. So how can devising a set of voice command assist in operating the vehicle? So through the use of voice command, it is easily to operate the vehicle because you are going to tell just the things you want to do, then the car will do. So how could this same command be used on computer network or networking operating system? Maybe those command is used to command those computer to do what you want to do, of course. Then they commands are used in computer networking or networking operating system, especially to fix the error happen in the network and also in the computer. So through the command, it can fix what is needed to be fixed. So through the command or through the use of the command, um, people can communicate to their computer and it can help them to assess what is the problem within the computer and the network. So this is all about my answer about the class activity. It is just an operating system. So thank you and thanks. So this is the first activity as access method. So instruction, select the most appropriate access method for each scenario. So you are in the equipment room with new switch that need to be configured. So the first thing to do to configure device is the console. Then your manager give you a special cable that tells you to use it to configure the switch. Configure the switch. So you need to console. Then you access the iOS by using another intermediary devices over a network connection. The telnet or SSH secure cell. You call your manager to tell him you cannot access your router in another city over the internet. He provides you with the information to access the router through a telephone connection, AUX. So let's check if my answer is correct. So it is all correct. So this is the activity. Let's see the establish a basic connection to explore. So click the connection icon. Click the connection icon console. So I think it is about console. RS32, then connect this and console. Click the terminal application, verify the port default by desktop, then terminal. Click OK. Now, what you need to do is press return to get started. Enter. The next is, so the prompt display on the screen is the user exec. Oh, that's what in the screen. Know this. Let's answer this question because some of this question is already no. So explore the iOS help. The iOS can provide help to command depending on the level access. The prompt currently display this code user exec and the device is waiting for a command. The most basic form of help is type question mark at the prompt to display a list of commands. So let's type the question mark. So as these, what is command begins with letter C? So the only command that begins with letter C is connect and connection. So at the command prompt, type T and the question mark. So let's type T and the question mark. So it is telnet and terminal or trace route. So at the prompt, type TE then question mark. TE then question mark. It says ambiguous. So it is so many. This type of helps non-context sensitivity. Help it provide more information as the commands are expanded. So in part 2, enter privilege exact mode. So excuse me, privilege exact mode. So to do that, you type enable. Now I'm sorry. Let's first type the question mark, then there's a lot of commands on this question mark. So we're going to do is type and then tab and tab. So it is enable. So what happened when you type at the prompt? So what happened if I type and then tab? So it is complete the word. So enter the enable command and press enter. How does the prompt change? So this is time the first enter. So it's changed from the user exec mode to the privilege exec mode. When prompted, type the question mark. Okay, let's again type the question mark. Oh, it's too many. On one command start with letter C in user exec mode. How many commands are displayed now? That previous set mode. Oh, let's type C. So there's a clear, clock, configure, and connect copy. So there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 commands with start with letter C. So let's enter global configuration mode. So configure terminal. So when you prepare mode, one of the commands starting with letter C is configure. Yes. Type either the full command or enough of the command that make it unique. Press tab key to issue command and press enter. So we need to do that. Cont F, then tab. As you can see, it is completed. Press enter to accept the default parameter that is in closing bracket. So now we're in the global exec mode. So that's So this is the next activity, packet tracer configuring initial switch settings. So background in this activity, you will perform basic switch configuration. You will secure access to command lines, interface, CLI, and console ports using scripted and plain text password. You will also learn how to configure message using login in the switch. So the previous exec command set include those commands contained in user exec mode as well as the configure command through which access the remaining commands modes gain. Switch 1 tapos CLI. So, it is enable to the privilege exec mode. Running config to the global configuration mode. So, how many fast Ethernet interface does the switch have? it is 16. 16. Next, how many gigabit internet does the switch have? 2. 2. Okay. Then 0 to 16. 0 to or 0 to 15. The BTY lines. Which command will display the current content of non-volatile random memory? The display the current non-volatile random access memory on the, or the NVRAM is the show start up. The start app config. This is for display the current content of non-volatile memory RAM, which is the startup config. Why does the switch respond with the startup config is not present? Because the things you have done is is in the running config and it is not already saved to the or copied to the startup config. Assign a name a switch to a switch. To configure a switch, you may require to move between various configuration modes. So switch configure terminal, switch config hostname S1. So to change the name of the devices, you need to type in the global configuration mode the hostname S1. Then exit. As you can see, S1 is changed. Secure access console line. So S1 configure terminal, enter configuration terminal. Okay, line console. This is for the console line. So to secure that, you need to type password. Then what is the password? Then log in and exit. Then exit. So why is the login command required? It is required in order for the administrator to log in. So verify the console access is secured. Exit. Use access verification. So if you exit that and go back to the user exec mode, this is what you're going to see. User access verification, which is required you to the password and go to the S1. If the switch did not prompt your password, then you did not configure the login parameter in the step 2. So enable password. This password protect access to the privilege mode. So this is for the privilege mode. The enable password, or you can also do enable secret to encrypt the password. So step 6, this is what I told you, enable secret. Excuse me. Then what is displayed for the enable secret password? So you abbreviate show run config as. So it displays an encrypted password of the password that is typed. It's a secret. So it will be encrypted since you type enable secret, it will be encrypted. Then it's typed with 01 and not readable something. Why is enable secret password displayed differently from what we configure? To encrypt the password. Because if it's not encrypted, then it is a security risk. Then the MOTD banner. So banner is used to tell this message. This is a secure system, authorized access only. This is a warning for unauthorized access. When will be this banner be displayed? This banner will be displayed in the top of the console login. So why should every switch have MOTD banner? It is to warning all the unauthorized access or unauthorized people to access the switch.